And hey gang, it's John and you are with a What's Blank Wednesday, and it is What's Alpine Ski Racing in West Michigan is what we're talking about today. And I'm joined on my right by Ryan.
You guys?
And you guys have met Ryan before. He buys the ski equipment here. He buys all of our race gear.
Yep.
But more importantly, you're a coach in the scene that's happening in West Michigan, right?
I am at the middle school level. I'm a middle school coach for Caledonia.
Okay.
And my wife and I, who actually met on a college ski team, we help out the Caledonia high school team as well, coach.
So what's going on? It's growing. There's a lot of more kids coming in these days for racing. So what are you seeing out there? Why is that happening?
Racing in general is booming right now, and I'd say booming more so here in West Michigan too, which is crazy because we have tiny little hills, but it gives these kids something else to do. So there's racing all the way down from little squirts, 4 or 5 years old, and these junior development teams at all the local resorts.
Okay.
Things happening at the middle school level, certainly the high school level. We've been involved with the high school racing for probably 8-9 years now, and every year it seems like there's a new high school getting on board.
And you guys aren't working with technical race athletes a lot of the times, right? These are just kids that want to ski, and
maybe 10% of our athletes have some racing background or even solid skiing background. A lot of times we're turning recreational skiers and turning them into racers and making them better at a lifetime sport.
And that's skills that they will take forever, right? So,
Right.
and one of the other reasons that this might be growing a little bit is this American athlete on the World Cup, Mikaela Shiffrin, right? We all know of her in this store. If you haven't heard of her, please look her up. She's the most decorated American athlete in any activity, any sport, anywhere. She's won more World Cup races than any man or woman. And she is just an inviting individual that is helping a lot of positive things in ski racing. And she's on TV a lot, and she races on some of the brands that we have in here. And so the kids are all fired up about that too. On my left, we got Maggie Stife.
Hello.
Who is one of our sales staff and one of our race sale experts. Because you raced through high school,
yes.
Right? So when did you start?
Yeah, so I raced in high school at Grand Rapids Christian, but I raced in middle school as well. So I started in middle school, went all the way through high school, and now I'm also a middle school coach for Grand Rapids Christian as well. And I'm also on Calvin University's new club ski team, which is so fun.
So you're driving some of this growth, right? You went into Calvin and decided to help start a ski team program at a collegiate level, which is awesome. So favorite memory or one of the coolest things about being on the ski team as an athlete? Like, why would somebody want to join a ski team?
Yeah, it's just so fun being able to like get better at skiing and just like be outside, because like I don't know, a lot of sports are inside and like on a court in an arena, and it's so fun to like kind of go outside, ski, and be able to adjust to the snow as you're skiing as well. It's also just so fun because it's a co-ed sport as well, so you get to hang out with a bunch of cool people that you wouldn't normally hang out with at school. So yeah.
There's a little bit of a thrill to it. I haven't raced in a while now. The other level that it happens in West Michigan and all the ski areas is there's adult race league. So any of you could go and join a team and go out on a Wednesday or Thursday night and run through gates, and that's a big social activity. But there's a thrill, like a little bit of that adrenaline of going down a hill a little bit faster than you might want to, or nobody's telling you to slow down because you're in a course, right?
So a little scary, a little fun.
Yeah. And it makes you a better skier.
It does.
I mean, you got to turn when you got to turn.
Yeah.
So there's a barrier to getting into ski racing, right? It's not an inexpensive sport. The skis behind us here carry relatively high price tags. We're trying to help break that down a little bit here at Bill and Paul's. Ryan, we've come up with some programs for especially the developing kids.
Right.
Can you talk about a little bit about
that? Down at the junior level or 12 and under, so that's your JDT racers, your youngsters. They can partake in the racing skis just like they would in our trade and trade up program for all mountain skis. And then in our adult level racing skis here, which a lot of your high school kids are going to fall into, we have special racing pricing on all the skis, it's boots and bindings, and then 20% off on all your accessories. What we were missing was that gap in the middle, so the middle school kids and that starting out freshmen. So what we started now 4 years ago is a season-long race lease program. So for under $400, you can get a 150 length junior slalom ski with a binding and a race boot, which is hugely helpful in trying to get better in the sport.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach, the difference between being on a pair of recreational skis and race skis when you're watching the kids develop?
It's a big difference. Just being able to be able to race on like a thinner ski and kind of get on edge and put pressure on is way different than just a regular recreational ski.
I know a lot of the coaches in the area are sending kids in here, probably to some of the other shops too, because there is such a big difference. So we're trying to help you guys. You're going to come in, you'll work with Maggie, you'll work with Ryan. We've got a couple of other former racers on staff that do a great job of matching up and breaking down the scariness of It's not that technical. It seems like it's going to be this big swamp, and at the end of the day, they have a lot of fun. Parents have a lot of fun. Get the kids out there comfortably, affordably, and successfully. There's a lot of teams in Southern Michigan that do pretty well, right?
Yeah.
You're one of them. The Christian team has done pretty good up to the state levels, right?
Yeah, most of the time our team makes it to state at least. I was on the first girls team to make it to state, which is really cool. So.
Yeah.
All right, shameless self-promotion. You're working on a logo for the Scarlet Knight team, right?
Yeah, this is our cool Calvin University logo. Because we're hoping to join USCSA, which is the collegiate club ski team level. But we're hoping to join that this year. And so we're making our logo, which is so cool. But yeah.
Thanks for bringing the fun to the race community. And you guys have questions, we've got a website with our racer program information, highlighting some of the things that Ryan talked about. You can stop in anytime and work with these guys. If you can book an appointment, it'll be a little more comfortable for you, but we'll take you at any time. So hope to see you guys out on the course this winter or in the future, and see you next week for another What's Blank Wednesday.